Silent Heart PVE. Yeah, you'll see what that means in a second. 30 strength, 30 fortitude, pre-shrine for, what's it called? Forgot the name. What the fuck? 30 strength, yeah, lose your mind. 30 strength, 34 pre-shrine for lose your mind, 40 agility pre-shrine for ghost. 0 intelligence, 85 willpower for shared misery, echoing lunatic, heretics, ardor scream, you know, basic stuff, and 1 charisma. One of these, right? Then you shrine, right? 25 strength. You get your 25 strength cards and 25 agility. You get 75 charisma for unnecessary theatrics, so you can get, or you can actually use charisma talents instead of just sitting there with a handful of charisma talents that you can't use, like manipulator, tough love, charismatic cast, you know, lasting charm, things like that. And you know, basic 100 medium for 6 vitality and 6 proficiency. Then let's go down here. Thresher Claws, that's a must. Golden Tongue for a random buff. You know, not really useful, but I just forgot, there is a talent you can get called Against All Odds that increases your damage by 2% for the amount of combat tags you have on you. And that's also pretty important, considering you could, like, do a lot of damage, like, per se, like, in a gank or something, or, like, 3 people Ardor Scream and you're doing, like, I don't know, 8% more damage, 6% more damage. Yeah, you know, it's free buff, why not? Plus you can have 76, and, you know. At the Post Shrine, there's 5 intelligence, and we're getting 5 intelligence at Post Shrine for something called a Warlock's Mantle. The Warlock Mantle can give you, right here, Overflowing Dam. It's going to be free. We're not at 40 intelligence, so we don't get full 10% of the damage increase, so we're only getting 6.875, which is still good enough, and, you know, a lot better than nothing for just 5 points. You get free 6% damage buff for 5 points, that's pretty good to me. You also want to get Celestial Boots, so if you do, when you do get Astral on whatever weapon you run, instead of 20% damage buff, it's 25%, which, you know, looks pretty good. You also want to run Royal Etrian Guard, so you can get 25% more katana damage on, what's it called, Paired Soul. Where is it? Right here. You want to get Paired Soul, and you also want to get the Royal Etrian Guard because it's the Master Armor that has it, so, you know, why not? And for the weapon, you're going to want to run a Shatter Katana with 3-star damage, and specifically damage, because penetration doesn't really do a lot for PvE. It does a considerable amount, but not more than damage will. So, good damage. Down here, we're going to need to pull out a calculator for this, because for some reason it doesn't account for Overflowing Dam, doesn't account for, where is it? Doesn't account for Overflowing Dam, doesn't account for Paired Soul, and it doesn't account for Mark of the Lone Warrior, so you're gonna have to do that yourself. And also, you can just, like, see how much damage Chains of Perfection will do anyway. Yeah. Alright, but basically, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna calculate how much damage it does, because I low-key forgot. But look, first, take the fully scaled damage. Also, you really wanna dump all your points into Charisma for unnecessary, and also so you could use the scaling ring for the plus 2.7, because I don't know why, it's a lot better. But right here, when I get all this, when I get these buffs down here with the what is this? You got damage, which is 40.4, and that's our scale damage once we have everything. Plus, you know, Last Resort. Where is it? Yeah, Last Resort. You have to be like at 5%, 25% to even proc all of these. You gotta, yeah, that'll be on a crit. And, you know, this isn't PvE skilled, you know. What's it called? The plus 100% more damage that you get with Chains of Perfection. That's honestly incredible. So yeah, this is PvP damage. If you can get 25%, put the, you know, the manipulator, the charm on somebody, and land the Ardor Scream, and get the speed boost, and, you know, have them, like, hit them when they're using a hyper armor move, you can do 100 damage to them flat. And this is 50% penetrated, so if they know what I'm saying, you get it though. Build is good. Compared to my last build, it has equal HP. I'm pretty sure equal posture as well. Yeah, equal posture, pretty much equal HP. I'm pretty sure, yeah, better resistances. No, better... Yeah, no, yeah, better resistances. Which is really nice. Also rings, don't forget posers, Ishings, Akira, and Prophet. Yeah. These are what you gotta run. And honestly, I think you could just drop... If you really wanted to, you could drop poser's ring and just, like, run a different, like, scaling ring if you really felt like it. I do not suggest doing that, though, because it'll be kind of hard to fight these bosses with, like, anything at all. Alright, video over. Give me money.